friends, you are most welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn here a new poem, and the title of this poem is The Twins. This poem is written by Henry Sambrook Leigh, who was born in 1837 and died in 1883. He is basically known as an American poet as well as the playwright also there. So, the twins. If you ask me what is meant by twins, sir? So definitely the twins stand for in Marathi जुळे. आता जुळे कोणाला म्हणायचंय? When the baby is born at the same time by to the same mother, they are called as the twins are there. जर तिळे असतील तर त्याला आपण ट्रिपलेट्स म्हणूया. चार मुलं असतील तर त्याला क्वाड्रिप्लेट्स म्हणूया, and so पाच असतील तर त्याला क्वांटिप्लेट्स म्हणूया. So actually this is a natural miracle is there. Okay, sometimes a mother bore a single baby, 2 babies, 3 babies, 4 babies, or might be 5 babies are there. So you can see here what is the speciality of this poem is there. Okay, what is the speciality of this poem? There are the 4 stanzas are here, and one stanza carries 8 lines. Totally here are the 32 lines are here. So dear friends, we have to define here. So here are the twins are here. Okay, that means in form and feature, face and limb, in overall their appearance is totally same. We can't recognize the difference between these twins are there. Let's friend, without losing our time, we will move towards the poem. So here is in form and feature, face and limb. So the first stanza is there. Okay, the form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother. Okay, so just like I, first person I is used for the poet. Okay, and so he said here, in form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother. So here is the brother and the poet is there. How did his brother suffered him? How did the poet's brother John troubled him? That is a good example of the adverse effects of the twins are there. So he says here in form and feature. Okay, so just like form and feature, whatever our appearance is there. Okay, whatever our appearance is there, in face and limb, so whatever this part is there, and whatever the limbs means the hands, legs, shoulder, etc., etc., in all the way they were looking same. That folks got taking me for him. And folk, you have to define here what is meant by the folk is there. Folk means the people. Just we say here folk dance, lokanrutya. Folk plus dance is called as a lokanrutya, but here is a folk stand for the people are here. And so the folks got taking me for him. The what do the people consider about him? They consider me for him. So for example, poet stand for John and John stand for poet is there. And each one for another. It puzzled all our kith and kin. Dear friends, it puzzled. Puzzle stand for confused. Unable to detect, unable to find out here. It puzzled all our kith and kin. So here is the phrase is there, kith and kin, like the compound word is there. Okay. So here is the kith and kin means the relatives are here. So the relatives means those people who acquainted very well to us. They are called as that means the family members as well as the relatives are also there. They are called as the kith and kin. It puzzled all our kith and kin. It reached a fearful pitch. For one of us was born a twin, yet not a soul knew which. And so even he said here, it puzzled the poet and his brother John. So they were unable to detect. They were unable to guess. Unable to guess between these two brothers is there, and he said here it reached a fearful pitch. It is a part of the pun is there. Pun is a figure of speech. And so it reached a fearful pitch. Okay, it reached a fearful pitch or the fearful level. For one of us was born a twin. And so he said here, for one of us was born a twin. Between them, one of them was born, yet not a soul knew which. So dear friend, here is a one word is there, S-O-U-L. Okay, soul means a person is there. Okay, not a single person, not a single anything could not recognize the difference between having the difference between these two brothers. Now see the second stanza is there. one day to make the matter worse. And so he said here, one day the matter became worse. Okay, worse means just like the we say here positive comparative superlative form. Worse means the bad, worse and worst is there. So when the confusion was going on day by day, it was persisting continuously, so that means due to their similarity, having the sameness became worse, became more bad. Before our names were fixed, and so he said here, before names were fixed, okay, just like as the baby born, within some days the title or the name is given to the baby. So even before our names were fixed, as we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. And so in Christian community, okay, when the names were fixed, that is an occasion, that is a ritual form is there, that means those babies who they were being washed by the nurse. You know, everybody knows about the nurse who looks after the babies also there. We got completely mixed. And so he said here, so when they were being washed by the nurse, they got completely mixed. That means the one's place, that means the poet was kept here and the brother's position was given to the poet. And thus you see by fate's decree. And so he said here, so when they were completely mixed, the poet thought that. What did he think? He thought that that is a fate's decree. Okay, that means the fate, just like that is an unfortunate thing for the poet, or rather nurse's whim. So here are the two reasons are there. One is there, the fate they were mixed, but why? One thing is there, the fate's decree. कदाचित तो दुर्दैवाचा भाग असेल, नशिबाचा भाग असेल, or rather nurse's whim. You know the word is the WHIM, whim is there. That means the sudden thing comes in your mind. कदाचित त्या नरच्या मनाला आलेल्या लहरीमुळे त्या दोघांची अदला बदल झालेली आहे. My brother John got christened me. And so he said here, the poet's name was given to his brother and I got christened him. You know the christen stand for a function that gives the proper name to the baby. So that means the poet's name was given to his brother John and John's name was given to his brother. His brother poet is there. Okay. Now what is the next is there? Continue. What does he say here? This fatal likeness. Okay. This fatal likeness even dog. My footsteps when at school. Okay. So he said here, my fatal likeness even dog. Dog means persisting. पाठलाग करणे. आणि मग काय झालं की their fatal likeness. Fatal means दुर्दैवी. Unfortunate, bad. Okay. And so their similarity even dog. But where? My footsteps when at school. And when the poet and his brother were admitted in the school, at that time what happened with him? And I was getting flogged. Okay. What he said here? I was getting flogged. Flogged stand for punished. And so the poet got punished by the teacher because the poet's brother John was very mischievous, was very troublesome, and all the time whenever he committed the mistake, the punishment was given only and only to the poet is there. Now he said here, I put this question fruitlessly to everyone I knew, and to whom the poet knew, he put that question, he forwarded that question to everyone, but was it fruitful? No, it was fruitlessly. And what was that question? What would you do? Tumhi kai karal? If you were me, to prove that you were you. And so for proving yourself, okay, for proving yourself, to prove yourself, what would you do? Whether I am poet and my brother is John is there. Now let's move toward the third stanza, dear friends. In the third stanza, he says here, our close resemblance turned the tide. What happened during that time? Our close resemblance means having the similar form is there. Okay, there was not a single difference here there. Our close resemblance turned the tide. The phrase is there, turn the tide stand for turn the situation, change the situation of my domestic life. And so even because of having similarity, because of the twins, the poet's domestic life was total change. his private life or the own life was totally changed. But how and why? For somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. And so what was the reason to change his domestic life? So what was his intended, planned, okay, decided? What was the poet's decided wife or the fixed wife was there or the bride was there? Bride means vadhu, no vadhu आपण त्याला म्हणूया. And so she became his brother's wife. So she became the wife of Mr. John. In fact, year after year, the same absurd went on. Okay. In fact, that means the reality is there. Okay. So absurd mistakes went on. Absurd stand for foolish. Okay. Absurd stand for foolish. And so these foolish mistakes went on year to year also there. And at last he said here, and when I died. So when the poet died, the neighbors came and buried brother John. And so at last, when the poet died, the people came, and what happened to that at that time? They came and they buried brother John. So you can see here, okay, you can see here, this is the mishappening in his life. So dear friends, I hope you all like this poem. Please, if you like this poem, please share, like, share and subscribe it. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you.